Ladies and gentlemen, the Technicolor Rainbow McLean. I'm the research assistant, and this is episode 2 of the WWE 2K26 My GM Possible Challenge. Last episode, we made it through the Worlds Collide PLE and crowned new champions. The Red Flame is the world champion, John the Fish Sherman is the US champ, Jerry Hattrick and Flint McStones, known as the Rock and Rolling Stones, are the men's tag team champions, and Jody Garcia is your women's world champion. The rules for the challenge are on the left side of your screen. Will we be able to make stars or have our roster disavowed? Let's step into the odds. Okay, so I kinda have an idea of what I want to do for this week. So let's go ahead and get this started as quickly as possible. Fatal 4-way. We are going to go with Quinn is going to be in it. Disco Bailey is going to be in it. Tamara. Okay, there's Disco. Where's Tamara? Tamara Tycross. Okay, so we're going to start with that, and then we're going to do a tag match. It's going to be Medical Bill and Tavish taking on Black and Slade. Okay, so now we move to another Fatal 4-way. We're going to do Jody versus Neon versus Captain versus Beth. And then I'm going to do a tag team. It's going to be this. Yep, that's the one. And for the main event, we're going to have another Fatal 4-way. It's going to be Red versus Stax versus John versus Clay. There you are. Okay, and then I think we're gonna do charities with whoever's left. So let's do one with Ace. Let's do one with Kombucha. Let's do one with Cash. Non-self charity. Let's do one with Adrian. Maybe we change the type to falls count anywhere for the main event. And then I think maybe do this. And I think we call that a go. With 16 seconds left to spare. Oof. Okay, so we open the show with Queen Bea, with Quinn Bey, Bailey Bonesaw, Disco Bell, and Tamara Tycross are all fighting backstage. We open the show and they're all fighting backstage. The general manager somehow manages to break them all up. He sends them to the ring to finish this, and he sends a referee out there with them. Turns into an unscheduled fatal four-way match. I think they were arguing basically over the. I think they're arguing over the uncrowned women's title, claiming that they should all be in the picture. He puts them in this match in order to determine who's possibly going to be close to that. So let's see what we get. The winner is Bailey Bonesaw in a 1-star match. Grows the rivalry between Bay and Bell, and also starts rivalry between Ty Cross and Bonesaw. Ace Backdraft does a charity promo for us. He is trying to raise money for, he's trying to actually raise money for burn victims, whereas the Red Flame is trying to raise money for Flamin' Hot Cheetos. We get 1,000 fans for that because they barely hear from him. So we do that. Okay, next on the card, Tavish is searching for a new tag team partner. He blames Silence for their losses against the Lock and Slade, or Slade Lock. Yeah, let's call him Slade Lock. He blames Silence for the losses to Slade Lock. So he searches for a new tag team partner in order to possibly beat them. And lo and behold, Medical Bill actually signs up because, well, he wants to see if he can exactly how far he can get. Plus Tavish, I think, promised him future tag team title opportunities, even though he had absolutely no power to do so. But because he's old, Medical Bill believes it. So the winners are the new team of Medical Bill and Tavish. Does start a rivalry between the two teams. That is good. The 1-star is kind of iffy. Kombucha. He does a charity promo for trying to basically not feed. He's not trying to feed the homeless. He's trying to make sure that the homeless have an endless amount of drinks. So he's basically just trying to get what do you want to call this? Drinks for the homeless, water for the needy. We'll put it that way. He's doing a charity promo for watering the needy. He gets us 2,000 fans for that. In the mid card, we have Jody Garcia, Neon Brightstar, the Captain, and Beth Spartan all arguing over who should really be the women's world champion. Captain and Beth felt excluded from that. Neon says that Jody got lucky. Jody just stands there and breathes heavily. So they end up having a fatal four-way match, and the winner is Jody Garcia in a 1.5-star match. Grows the rivalry to a level 4 between Garcia and Brightstar, but does absolutely nothing to the Captain and Beth Spartan. Maybe there is something to that whole they've been left out premise. Cash Suplex does a charity promo. He says that he's doing a charity that's basically a new up and coming one. It is trying to get people that are addicted to Bitcoin off of Bitcoin. But little do people know that it's actually not a charity he's donating to. He's basically just donating to himself. He does get 4,000 fans for it though. For us, not sure exactly how much money went in his Bitcoin wallet, but I don't think the taxman will find that one out. Okay. We have a match between Dominatrix, Pretty Ruthless, taking on Battleship Brittany and Clubberella. Not sure exactly what to call either one of these teams. If you guys have any team idea names, let me know in the comments. But let's see. I think they're looking for opportunities for the tag titles as well. But we do get Battleship Brittany and Clubberella as the winners in a 1.5 star match. Their rivalry grows to a level 2, very good. And Adrian Williams is doing a charity for Jackets for Jocks. Basically showing jocks how to twist their jackets around twist their jackets around their waists and basically bring us back to the 90s style. We get about 2,500 fans for that one. And in the main event, we have a Falls Count Anywhere match. The Red Flame, Stack McSlacks, John the Fisherman, and Clay Courtman. This match came about because the Red Flame was trying to basically say that Stack didn't deserve any future shot at his newly acquired world championship. Clay Courtman agrees, but he also says that he should be the champion over John the Fish Ehrman. It turns into a brawl that basically just spreads around the entire arena, and the winner is John the Fish Ehrman in a 2-star match. The rivalry between Flame and McSlacks grows, but the rivalry between John the Fish Ehrman and Clay Courtman stays where it is. And over on NXT 2.0, looks like we have 2 different callouts for local stars. There's an Abracadabra Slam calling out that thing, and Neely Fanny Fan calling out Wendy Chu. And right after the call out, they end up having a normal match together. Looks like Psycho Sid is doing a charity promo for them. Interesting. Let's go ahead and simulate this. Okay. Alright, so any news on the tag team front? The Lock and Slade could have taken the fair L and have some people call them losers. Now they get DQ and everyone is calling them losers. Okay. Tavish and Medical Bill worked okay as a tag team, I guess. Okay. Not much on the tag team front there. But we do get 18,000 fans. That's nice. NXT 2.0 gets 30,000. Okay, so they widen the fan lead by a significant amount still. We are trying to play catch up with them. Let's see what we can do with 4 minutes on the clock. A little concerned that you're falling off. Okay, shooting us a card. Thank you. And I can replace a loser. Okay. Good to be back. Yep. Really thinking I wanted to show. You want to be putting in an intergender match this week. No. You've been talking with Suplex a lot lately, and you want a tag team. We can try you out, I guess. We can try you guys out as a tag team a little bit later. Okay. I know one of the things I wanted to do for a tag team is try. Oh, looks like there was a rivalry that was started, so we'll continue it. Let's see here. Best part in the captain, and let's also have a tag team match with you guys. We also need a match between Clay and John. And we also need one between Disco Bell and Queen Bay. Let's put you guys here. And you here. You here. No. Scratch that. Switch that. Okay. And let's do some self-promos this week. We'll go with Kombucha. Samurai Tie Cross. We'll do Silence. And as a self promo, let's do Kyle Slickman. And I think we do this as a backstage brawl. And we do it as the title match. Are there any power cards we need to do? Not really. Okay. 8 seconds left to spare. Oof. Alright. So, we open the night with the Lock and Slade, or Slade Lock, calling out Medical Bill and Tavish, saying that their win over them was a complete and utter fluke. They don't really work well as a tag team together. As a matter of fact, the only reason they won was because the Lock actually slipped on his lock, or he thought he slipped on his lock, but really Medical Bill just kind of put it in his operational field. The two demand a rematch, which they end up getting in the opener. And the winners, Slade Lock, in a 1.5-star match that does not advance the rivalry at all. Okay. Kombucha comes out to the ring, wants to thank everybody for supporting Watering the Needy, and he also wants to ensure all of his fans that he will be back in action very, very soon. He's just taking a rest from all the heat that he's getting backstage. He gets a popularity. He gets 3 people to like that. We also have Beth Spartan taking on the captain. They asked for a one-on-one match in order to prove that they should be in the main event spot or in the world title spot over Jody Garcia and Neon Vice. And the winner, Beth Spartan, in a 2-star match that grows the rivalry to a level 4. Very good, very good. Tamara Tycross comes out and says that in this Battle of the Scars between her and Bailey Bonesaw, the only thing that Bailey is going to be left with is even more scars than what are on her face now. She's going to leave a permanent mark on her, and she's going to permanently climb up the ladder into the world title picture. Only one person really likes it though. I guess maybe they like the way her jacket is tied, thinking that was Adrian Williams. Okay, so Ace Backdraft and Adrian Buck call out the Rock and Rolling Stones, wanting to see if they can possibly get their rematch for the titles. The Rock and Rolling Stones, Jerry Hatrick answers on behalf of them, saying, I don't know, I mean, our schedule's kind of busy. I mean, Flint's got cave drawings, you know, I gotta tune up the bands and everything. I don't really know. Maybe we can have a match for it. Maybe if you can actually beat us, we'll give you a shot. Who knows? Let's find out. So this is them finding out, and the winners are the Rock and Rolling Stones in a 2-star match that grows their rivalry to a level 4. Silence comes out and he tries to sign for the crowd. He tries to get the crowd going with just hand signals, no words, but only 2 people really pick up on the motions that the emotes that he's trying to get popularized. Okay, and next match we have is Quinn Bea taking on Disco Bell. And the winner, Quinn Bea, in a 1.5-star match that grows their rivalry to a level 3. Kyle Slickman comes out, practically snatches the microphone from the ring announcer, basically saying that it was a bunch of bull, that he's been off this show this long. This show has needed him so badly, yet management seems content to try and keep him off the show. He wonders why. Is it because he could possibly be world champion right now? If it wasn't for the fact that they suspended him, who knows? They never even gave management a reason why they suspended him. But we'll find out. 4 people actually like that one, so he gets a popularity raise of 4. And in the main event, we have a backstage brawl for the United States Championship between Clay Courtman and John the Fisherman. And winner, and still United States champion in a 3.5-star match, John the Fisherman. Wow, I think that's one of the highest rated matches we've had so far. Okay, NXT 2.0. Looks like the only local stars on are Wendy Chu and Neely Fanny Fan. Okay. Ooh, looks like Rhea Ripley's really close to the line.
1, 2, that's it. Bring it.
Oh, sorry. Yep, sing like shit there. Okay, so we have a port opening. Your mid-card outperformed the opener of the show, creating a weak start and confusing pace for fans. Swapping these two matches would have created a stronger start for your show. Okay. Alright, but we did get some rivalries up to level 4, which is good. Very, very good. Okay, so we get 18,000 fans this week. Muscle Striker Mania. If you swap some matches around, tonight's SmackDown could have been better. Beth Spartan versus the Captain would have been a great way to start the show. Thank you very much, you goddamn human. Bonesaw is ready. Ty Cross clearly thinks she's better than everyone. I say she's a jumped up wannabe. Oof, looks like the Battle of the Scars is getting very heated. Holy crap, Beth Spartan finally won a match. Ooh. I love watching Clay Portland fight, but he's looking tired. Is SmackDown going to run him into the ground until the bone break? No. Put on a great performance against Jerry Hattrick, but sometimes the result just doesn't go your way from Fire Phenomenon. Okay. And NXT 2.0 gets 21,000. That's actually the closest we've been since this started, I think. I mean, they still ended up edging into the lead and everything, but I think that's the closest that we've gotten as far as the weeks are concerned. We've got 160,000 deficit right now. We got ways to make that up, but we are going to do it. Okay, 4 minutes on the clock. Let's start. We just bought a new trainer, Clay and John, for 30k. That's a solid deal. Yeah, we'll take them and train both. Feel like I'm the fall guy every week. Whatever my next match is, I want to win. Okay. Hey, I don't know if you heard, but Locke scratched my car this morning, and I'm pretty sure it was deliberate. I've had enough of his disrespect. Oh, so you want to face Locke. Okay. And you want a partnership. I never do a partnership, ever. So no. Alright, so let's go ahead and book the match between Foot and Stones and the Lock, since you asked for that. Let's see, how about we do El Ordinario and Argus the Great, and Tamara Ty Cross with Billy Bonesaw, and let's do a tag team match with women. And let's also do let's do Kyle versus Adrian. Okay. Let's put this in the middle. Let's put this at the end. As far as self-promos, let's go with Beth Spartan. Let's go with the captain. Let's go with Red Flame. And let's go with Neon Bright Star. And let's see if we can do this card real quick. Alright. And I think that's gonna be the card this week. Feels odd to actually have time to do things. So I guess we're getting better at the timer, which is good. Alright, let's get this show started. We start the show, oddly enough, with Flint McStones taking on the Lock. You might think that this has something to do with the tag team division, but the dirt sheets have it in that apparently the Lock actually used his lock to scratch Flint McStone's car. I mean, that is a vintage Flintstones mobile that he's talking about scratching here with his lock. I mean, the scratch alone could mess up the wheels and his foot power. It was so much that Flint definitely wanted to go off on the lock. So management decided to go into this match instead and have them settle it in the ring instead of in the parking lot. And the winner, Flint McStones, in a 1.5 star match, but was not advanced the referee any. Okay, that's fine. Beth Spartan is saying that she should definitely be in the main event scene over the captain. Says that she may be facing a captain, but the captain is facing Spartans, and Spartans are known for Sparta kicking their enemies, so she should watch out for that. Two people like it. We have a match between El Ordinario and Argus the Great, and the winner, El Ordinario, in a 1-star match that goes the rivalry to a level 3. I think it actually goes it back to level 3 in this case. The captain comes out and she wants to do a promo. She wants to talk about everything that Beth Spartan just said, but she honestly fell asleep during Spartan's speech, so she can't even remember what she said. She laughs at that, but she laughs at it a little too hard, so it does cost her 1 popularity. We have Kyle Slickman, the returning Kyle Slickman taking on Adrian Williams. And the winner, Kyle Slickman. In a one-star match that does not start a rivalry, that's fine. We have the Red Flag, trying to basically promote himself, promote his world champion status, and he's trying to reach out to Cheetos for a sponsorship deal, because people see right through that transparent attempt at trying to get brand sponsorship. He actually loses to popularity for that. We have the Battle of the Stars continuing. It's Tamara Tycross taking on Bailey Bonesaws Ready. And the winner, Tamara Tycross, in a 1.5-star match that grows their rivalry to a level 2. Neon Brightstar says that she wants to shine bright in the women's division. She wants to prove to everyone that Jody Garcia holding that title is worse for SmackDown because, I mean, have you seen her? All she does is basically just paint her face, sit there and breathe heavy, and just stare at you. That's no way for a champion to behave. I mean, a champion should be showing showing under the bright lights of the arena, not just sitting there waiting for their face paint to melt. One person apparently likes that one. And in the main event, we have Pretty Ruthless and Donna Matrix taking on Battleship Brittany and Clubberella. And the winners, Battleship Brittany and Clubberella, in a 1.5-star match that grows their rivalry to a level 3. And on NXT 2.0, looks like the locals are in action. It's Wendy Chu taking on Neely Fanny Fan. That's about the only local action I see on this card this week. It does look like Akira Tozawa is putting his title on the line against Brutus Creed. And it looks like there's a tag team forming between Omos and Josh Briggs. Okay. Interesting. Alright, and we get an okay booking for this week. Clubberella and Brittany work really well together as a tag team. Finally! Finally we get that note. Holy crap! I've been waiting so long to find that out. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. Roller Spartan. I was actually crying with laughter during that bungled promo attempt from Captain. Decent enough promo by Neon Brightstar tonight from Mysterious Striker 89. New Age Sensation Mania, real stinker of a show from SmackDown. What on earth are they doing? We're building an audience, you goddamn human. You got a problem with that? A man named Slickman. Good effort, Williams, but a losing effort from just another loser. And you wonder why management may have suspended you. Adrian Williams isn't looking happy out there. Wonder if something happened in the back. How do y'all know this? Tamara Tycross settles the score with Bailey. Things will be up between them. Argus the Great going at it against El Ordinario, and it's getting intense. Good variety in this week's SmackDown show. Flint McStone's making SmackDown look good with the win tonight. Okay, and we got 7,000 fans this week. Whereas NXT 2.0 got 26,000. And we're back to the giant deficit again. Equal Opportunist the card. Intergender matches do not impose additional costs this week. Huh. Okay. That's an interesting card to receive after getting an intergender match request, I think a couple weeks ago, or this past week. Interesting timing. But it looks like we're about 180,000 fans back. Let's see if we can make up some ground tonight. I think this is week 9, which means I think it's the go-home show before the PLE. Yeah, 1 week till Money in the Bank. We got 4 minutes. Let's do it. Oh, you suck. Okay. Thanks for the match. I agree. Great match, by the way. Yeah, whatever. Notice you haven't been making regular use. Yes, I know. Haven't had any matches for a while. Yeah, correct. Okay, so let's do a tag match involving the Reapers, taking on Lulu, Tandy, and Nova Northern Lights. So we're doing Jonathan Fisherman and Clay Portman in a title match. We're also going to do the Red Flame and Stacked in a title match. We're going to do Neon and Jody in a title match. And we're also going to do this for the title. Oh, can't do that for the title. Who's under 40. So, what else do we do instead then? Let's do Queen Bay and Disco Bell. And let's put this here. Okay, I think we're good there. So then, oh, we got the captain on the back. So maybe we change this to a fatal 4-way. And we do the captain and do Beth. Add it to it. Okay. Yeah, I think we do it that way. And then as far as self-promos, I think we do Tamara. We do Bach. We do, let's see. Let's do a charity for kombucha. And let's also do another charity for cash. Alright, and I think we'll go ahead and do this too. And that is the show. Okay, oof. Alright, that is our go home show. We have in the opener the Red Flame taking on Stacked McSlacks for the world title.
1, 2.
The only winner and still world champion, the Red Flame, in a 3.5-star match that does complete the rivalry. Tamara Tycross is saying that she may not be on tonight's show, but she is certainly on Bailey Bonesaw's case, and she will definitely put another scar on her. Apparently one person liked it. I think it's still Adrian Williams, just based on her tied jacket around her waist, but hey. Looks like the tag team of the Reapers are taking on Nova Tandy.
1, 2.
And
That's
the
3.
winners, the Reapers, in a 1-star match that increases their rivalry to a level 1. The Lot comes out and tries to defend himself, saying that he did not scratch that Flintstones mobile on purpose, but what he will do on purpose is take that tag title from Flint McStones. So he tells the Rock and Rolling Stones that they better get ready to lose those tag titles to Slade Lock. Apparently 3 people like it, so he got a popularity boost of 3. In the mid-card, we have Jody Garcia taking on Neon Brightstar for the Women's World Championship. And the winner, and still Women's World Champion in a 3-star match, Jody Garcia. We have Kombucha doing a charity promo. He is trying to promote watering the needy once again. He gets 1,000 fans for that. We have a Fatal 4-Way match. Quinn Bay, Disco Bell, the Captain, and Beth Spartan taking each other on. And the winner, Beth Spartan, in a 2-star match that completes both rivalries between Bay and Bell and Captain and Spartan. Cass Suplex is once again doing a charity promo, trying to get people off of their addiction to Bitcoin. What he still is not telling people is that the money is actually going into his own Bitcoin wallet. But I guess people are buying what he's selling because it gets us 4,000 fans for that. Very odd that people actually believe a man named Cash Suplex say he's doing a charity. But okay. Alright, so in the main event, we have John the Fish Sherman taking on Clay Portman for the United States Championship. And the winner, and still United States Champion in a 3.5-star match, John the Fish Ehrman. Wow. I mean, just wow. Like, everybody retained tonight. Oh, okay. Wow. I mean, everybody retained. That is unbelievable to me. Alright, but nevertheless, NXT 2.0, it looks like the title is on the line. Nikita Lyons, Sol Ruka, and Piper Niven fighting for the belt in an Extreme Rules match. Looks like Neely Fanny Fan is taking on Wendy Chu, and Akira Tozawa is also putting his belt up on the line again against Brutus Creed. Okay. we get good booking for this week. We completed a lot of rivalries there. I'm very glad about that. Which means that the next pay-per-view cycle, we are going to be looking at starting some new ones. But we gotta get to the next PLE cycle still, though. This week we get 50,000 fans. And no real notes about tag teams. Oh, Carolina Reaper and Robin Reaper worked okay as a tag team, I guess. Alright. Name a rivalry with a better ending than the Fishermen and Clay Courtman. Ehrman definitely the GOAT. Courtman forcing a DQ in his match ruined my night. My disappointment is immeasurable. From Beautiful Outlaw 99. You actually forced a DQ in a title match, you goddamn human? Are you serious? Ay. Miss Hillbilly Live. I like tonight's SmackDown, keep it coming. Muscle Phenomenon 84. Another successful title defense from the Fishermen. It would be nice if SmackDown pushed somebody else for a change. Suplex Unprettier brand. Tonight's SmackDown started strong and ended strong. I liked it. Top Rope Raider Mega. Beth Spartan proving herself the best of the bunch in that fight. Specialist Contender Live. The Red Flame is still champion tonight. That's what I'm saying. Viking Striker NA. Calf Suplex just killed it with that charity promo. Okay. Wrestle Circle 78. Not a very good match, but Beth and Belle livened it up a little by really going at each other. Alright. Things to keep in mind, I guess. And NXT 2.0 gets 65,000 fans for this week. Okay. I think maybe if we would have run and maybe if I would have thought about it and ran a backstage brawl or a couple of these as backstage brawls, maybe we'd be closer. Okay. So we still got quite a deficit to make up, but we will see what we can do. Okay, so this is Money in the Bank. We have 4 minutes on the clock, and I think we have to fulfill a promise of Red Flame and Crash Suplex tagging together, but we'll get to that. Alright, let's do this. Boss, what happened there? Oh, well, I guess that was last week. Oh well. This has got to stop. I mean, it's on you to beat him, you goddamn human. You want an entrance this week to rent a clown car full of clowns. You want clowns? Alright. Soon you saw Spartan cheat me out of a win. You want a rematch scheduled within the next 2 weeks. Yeah, okay. Alright, so what is... Okay, so it's the Money in the Bank this week. And both. And I guess Money in the Bank is not a specialty. So let's go with Jody. I guess let's put in the new Alley Brawler. And we'll also put in Beth Spartan. And then in the main event, we will have John the Fisherman, Red Flame, and Kombucha. Okay, so in our mid cards, we're gonna have Tamara and Bailey. We're also going to have a tag team match with you four for the titles. Oh. Let's see here. I think we do a tag team involving you guys and do the tag battles with it. And here, I think we do great. So let's put you guys in the backstage brawl. And then these can do as backstage brawl, practically all of them. Yeah, I think stamina-wise we can stand it, so I guess we'll do a backstage brawl. I guess we'll do backstage brawls and charity promos all around. We'll do one with Neon. We'll do one with Quinn. And I think that's gonna be all we do because I'm scared of the timer. Okay, so we open the Money in the Bank event with a Money in the Bank ladder match. Rhea Ripley, Maxine Dupree, Wendy Chu on one side, Jody Garcia, Ali Brawler, and Beth Spartan on the other. I really think this should be a ladder match specialty, but okay. The winner is Jody Garcia. Wow. In a 3-star match. Unbelievable. And there's a new rivalry between Garcia and Spartan on our side and Ripley and Chu on the other. I seriously don't think we're going to be doing anything with that. I mean, it sucks that technically we could have actually used that to do the rematch for Captain and Spartan, but it's fine. Alright, so the Battle of the Scars. We have Tamara Tycross taking on Bailey Bonesaw. And the winner, Bailey Bonesaw, in a 3-star match that grows their rivalry to level 3. We have a charity promo. Neon Brightstar is doing a charity, or is taking up the charity cause, Telescopes for Teens. She's trying to have everybody, she's trying to have the teens take up astronomy, just like Nova Northern Light was. They get 1,500 fans for that. Thank you very much. We have the Rock and Rolling Stones taking on Buck Draft for the Tag Team Championship in the backstage brawl, and the winners and new Tag Team Champion in a 3.5-star match, Buck Draft. Quinn Bay does a charity promo. She's trying to get people to support Beekeepers of America. I guess it didn't really work all that well because they only got 1,000 fans for that. we have the tag team titles on the line on the women's side. Battleship Brittany and Clubberella taking on Donna Matrix and Pretty Ruthless. And the winners and new tag team champions, Donna Matrix and Pretty Ruthless, in a 3-star match. Very nice. And we also have El Ordinario taking on Argus the Great in a backstage brawl.
That's 3.
And
Let me hear
the
the
winner, El Ordinario, in a 2.5-star match that does complete their rivalry. Okay, so it looks like we have a tables match. Eric and Ivar taking on Tangaloa and Jason Mateo.
1, 2. That's it. Ring the bell.
I'm only simulating these because I get the end to simulate. We have a 4-star there. Sid Justice calling out Logan Paul. Okay. We have a title match with Kara Tozawa taking on Cruz Cregan. Okay. Maxine Decree calling out Nikita Lyons. Piper Niven taking out Full Weekend for the title. Chelsea Green doing the self promo. The Judgment Day taking on the Best Friends Forever. And a self promo from Tala Tonga. Can't remember him ever talking in WWE. I don't remember it. And then the main event, we have John the Fisherman, the Red Flame, and Kombucha on one side. And on the other side, we have Sid Justice, Seth freaking Rollins, and Bronson Reed.
1, 2.
And
That's
the
it.
winner, the Red Flame. Wow. And the new rivalry starts between Flame and Herman. Yeah, probably not going to go anywhere with that either. Wow. We actually swept the main event. We swept the opener and the main event. That is... wow. Didn't expect that. We get 99,000 fans this week. Ali Brawler, the newest superstar in SmackDown. Never heard of her. You will. We get no real tag team notes or anything of that nature. And NXT 2.0, wow, ends with 89,000 fans. That is definitely something. That is the first week we have ever beat NXT 2.0 in the fans. I mean, we have a long way to go, but that was pretty good. We get a Superstars GM2 raises the selected Superstars. Wow. We go to the moon. To the moon. Can only be used on Superstars with 60 popularity or less, plus 15 popularity to a Superstar after their next match. Okay, and as you can see, we are still in a deficit there, but it is looking pretty good for us for this past week. We're gonna go through the I guess we're gonna go through the emails, and we're gonna go through the shake-up cards and see exactly what we're gonna get this time. I remember the last time we got the shake-up card, but I couldn't remember what superstars it actually was. Like, I remember the card being, if 1 out of 5 randomly selected stars win Fatal 4-Ways, then I get money for it. But I don't remember which ones they were, and it never really showed an indication of which ones were selected. So, there's that. Oh, we also have the trade going on. As far as power cards are concerned, are there any we really want or need or anything like that? Probably like it gets schooled. As far as local talent, I believe they only have Melee. Yeah, they have Melee Fanny Fan. I thought they had Abraca Slam. I guess they may have let him go. Yeah, I guess they let him go. But I don't really need Melee Fanny Fan. I think I'll try and do Get Schooled a network special. Maybe for like 300,000. Just way overvalue it. Okay. And that's all I'm gonna propose. Okay, NXT 2.0 wants Yoshiki Inamura and Zarya trading with Silence and $192,000. I do not think so. No. Oh, 177,000. That somehow makes it better? No. Again, we're going to try and go through the emails and get to a shakeup and then end it. Yeah, okay. You want a rematch? Okay. And you want to face somebody else? Yeah, I can do that. Okay. Famous interference. Run-ins generate 500 for each point of popularity the star running in has above 60. Don't think so. Select the superstar. When this superstar participates in a match, all participants lose less stamina. David and Goliath. Superstars below ring level 20 who win against superstars at or above ring level 20. Okay, so that doesn't apply to us. So the best one we can do is Water Boy. So I guess as far as Water Boy, let's go on brand and have John Fisherman be the Water Boy. Alright, so that looks like it is going to be it for this week. So if you have any challenges or rules that you want to see me try in future videos, leave them in the comments. Also, any future custom created superstars that you guys want me to use and put them in as local superstars in a future challenge possibly. Make sure on the community creations page to leave the hashtag goddamnhumans in all lowercase, all one word, so I can find them and put them in so they can be added onto the roster. So in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, good night, humans. Not enough.